Get the cake right to the sight sex. Leave the fire and the roof style stuff. I'm on the grind up, we're chasing the stars. For mil more to do, finally we've come so far. Talk about legends, yeah, we know the score. Ronnie, I'm Bobby, we remember you more. From the highs of the Wembley fight to losing our trousers, still we ignite. Red and white with the pride, we're never gonna bow. Fighting like middlemen, hear the roar now. We're middlemen, we stand up tall. Through ups and downs, we give it all. For mil more to do.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to KB Terrace Talk. It is myself, LAGS, hosting tonight's third place playoff between England and France. The match is officially underway, so let me actually just catch up with the actual time, which is going to be 30 seconds in. But obviously, it's been a while since I've seen the actual Monday Night Millers intro used when I've been on stream. How is everyone doing today? We have some interesting teams, because obviously not many people care about the third place match. We are looking at some rotated teams here. So in goal for England for the first time this tournament, we have Dean Henderson. Quansah returns from his suspension. Ezra Konsa next to him, alongside Mark Gay and Jed Spence. In midfield, Declan Rice retains his place with Saka starting on the right. So questions asked why he wasn't around in the previous game. He is available for us in this third place match. Eze, Rodgers, Rashford, and Ivan Toney starting up front. So he does get more than his speculative 5 minutes at the end of the Argentina game. For the French, we have Mike Mignon. Early chance for England. Ooh, headed safely away, and Theo Hernandez is going to take that away. So, as we're going through the team, we'll start with Theo Hernandez on the left-hand side, replacing Digne. Maxence Lacroix, because it's obviously Saliba got injured in the game against Spain, alongside Ibrahima Konate, and Malo Gusto starts for a change. We have Warren Zaire-Emery of PSG, alongside former PSG teammates, Adrien Rabiot. Where's he these days? I believe he's in Milan. He is. Desiree Doué on the left, Michael Olise on the right. Cherki through the middle is a nice change to see for entertainment purposes. And Mbappe through the middle. Declan Rice, 1-0. First minute, it's 1-0 England. We are off to a flyer. Not red cards. Update goals. England 1-0. Well, who would have seen this coming? Let's hope Thomas Tuchel doesn't decide to just park the bus from here. But 1-0 England. And this all comes from, when I was reading out the lineups here, sloppy play from Doué here. Loose ball picked up by Rice, punished, just drives at Malo Gusto. Open space, Konate turns. Easy finish. Well, I hope that this will be a fun exhibition match, and it's already more exciting than a lot of people thought it would have been. Declan Rice. It's not even fully in the corner, but no one closes him down. Keeper's rooted at the near post. Now, let's hope Thomas Tuchel doesn't just park the bus now. We're 1-0 up. We can't do it for 87 minutes. We couldn't do it for 30. So, well. Well, France here now having to just sort of start again. It's as if they never sort of started. 3 minutes in here. Just get the ball moving a little bit. It's going to be interesting to see how much Mbappe does in this game, because obviously he is still in the hunt for the golden boot. Bellingham and Kane not starting. They're a bit too far back. Like, they need hat tricks really to be in with the shout. But Mbappe is only one goal behind Messi, I believe. So golden boot very much up for play still. Rabiot Gets it down the left-hand side from Doué. Driving at, I believe that's Gerald Kwanzaa. Little cheeky nutmeg. Mbappe picks it up. Driving towards Rice. Shot blocked. England clear. Only as far as Maxence Lacroix. France recycling the possession at the moment. Warren Zaire-Emery just carrying it. Easy ball, just played straight through for Henderson to just stand on. So already we have a goal in this game in the opening minute. And it's an unlikely man of Declan Rice, who I think a lot of people would say this tournament. I know there's been speculation of illness, but for me, you know, the set pieces side of matters, which we thought we were going to get with Rice, haven't been good enough. So clearly something's been wrong, but it's good to see that he's picked it up now. You know, playing for some pride out here. There's Rodgers, the £117 million man from Chelsea now, which is nuts to me. I don't know if anyone's got any thoughts on that in the comments about how nuts that transfer was. But currently, France save possession. You've got Rabiot staring down at Ivan Toney. Fun fact, there has never been a 0-0 in a World Cup third place match, and that's continued very early here. Here comes Saka, ball in, just gone to Rashford at the back post. Oh. All right, corner to England. England have turned up in this match. Where was this England the rest of the tournament? If this is a sign of anything, it's telling Thomas Tuchel, be more brave next time. This Euros that's going to come up in 2 years, you're going to have to be brave. You can't just defend. France are here for the taking. This is, I'm not going to say an easy situation, but France's defense looks absolutely lost without Saliba right now. Declan Rice delivers. It beats the first man. Man's fallen over. Looks like Konsa's going to try and save that before it goes out. Did he? Corner linesman, he did. Here's Eze. Back to Ezra Konsa. Tries to find inside Morgan Rogers. Got a little bit fortunate. Gets it to Eze. England shoot with Eze. Going to be a breakaway. I know, Phil. I'm going to bring that up. Why couldn't we play that during the actual tournament? Great question. I don't know. Don't know, Phil. Honestly, we're playing with bravery. We're playing brave on the front foot, which is something that was missing for several rounds. We got Rashford save possession on the left wing right now. Playing little 1-2s, little triangles now. It's been switched to Declan Rice in the middle. Eze should find Rashford, does. Played him behind to Eze. Shields it away from Malo Gusto. That should be an easy foul. And is. I know. No, I fully agree with you, Phil. We actually do look good and we're progressive. We're on the front foot. We're on the front foot. We're progressive. We're actually creating chances. I'm going to ask you this, Phil, because, I think it's an interesting thing. No Kane on the field, so we actually have a presence up top. Do you think that makes a difference? Alex McDonald saying we're playing with no pressure. That's the difference. Very true. It is a very different situation, but this is a place to experiment, really. If there's a time to experiment, it's in this third place match. If it was ever a time to actually do it, it was pre-tournament, but still. Declan Rice delivers that free kick, headed by Kanate. Still in there with Tony. You reckon, yeah, massive difference, Kane's wank. I mean, I can see Kane dropping deeper. And the longer his career goes on, the more I'm going to see him probably as an attacking midfielder. Because he likes to try and create and sort of I don't think he's got the legs to be a striker anymore. It looks like Phil agrees. Doesn't have the legs to be a striker. I think he could play maybe in the 10. The way he likes to spray the ball around, a 10 could work for him if he wants to extend his career. But I don't think striker's it anymore. Because being in the 10 means he can still spray balls, he can still shoot from range, he can still arrive late in the box. So that might be where we see Kane. And ball played deep, blocked by Gusto, unfortunately. Rashford was spotted, but Kane will not be at the next World Cup. He will be 37. He will indeed. So I don't expect Kane to be at the next World Cup, but he might be at the next Euros. Chance saved by Henderson. On the edge of the box, Zaire Emery tries to shoot. It's going to be blocked and just patted down. A lazy number 10, but you got to agree, he ain't a striker no more. Yeah. Yeah, it's sad. It's a solid save. Like, it's one of those that if it goes in, you absolutely blame him. As much as it's a great save, at the same time, it's one you expect him to make. So, but it'll be interesting to see who replaces Kane, because obviously Tony and Watkins are old. Like, the lap's nothing. We've got a breakdown right hand side here. Might be offside. Saka cuts in, shoots. It's 2, but is he offside? Is he offside? I'm holding fire here, but we are absolutely electric at the moment. I think he's gone early. I think that's off, unfortunately. But look at this. We're actually playing well. And France here are in. We missed this from watching all the offside stuff. Elise nearly has a chance. Konsa on the ball now. Loose pass. This is end-to-end stuff, which is at least exciting. We got a throw in. So we've had the ball in the back of the net twice now. I mean, this is probably Deschamps' last tournament in the job as well. Very good in defense. I know. It's baffling, Phil. Considering everyone viewed France as this sort of big threat, they've sort of, in the same way England sort of capitulated, these last couple of games, they haven't looked particularly good. Everyone was saying, if you just shut up shop against France, like Paraguay did, like Morocco tried to, maybe if they actually just tried to play football against them, the defense would have capitulated. But again, we need to factor in there is no Saliba. The only caveat is no Saliba in this game. But that being said, this should be one hell of an exciting game. None of this Switzerland Bosnia nonsense. Actual entertaining football. Here comes chance from Spence shuts down Elise. A little chance in the play in the back there, blocked by Lacroix, so he should get booked for that. France looks so poor at the back. Maybe a 3-0 England win. Maybe. It could absolutely happen. I wouldn't rule it out. Spence on it again. Thank you, Phil. It's good to see Spence getting his recognition. I know we might be getting rid of him after all this. I think Everton are sniffing around Spence at the moment. So be interesting to see if he does go to Everton. Little 1-2s here from Rodgers losing the ball, but Eze was linking up with Quansah. Gay coming across. Quansah, you need to go out to him early. Doué carrying the ball. It's all going nowhere. Lays it off. On the edge of the box. There's Mbappe. Tries to put it across. Cleared. Fair play, Luke, doing this, mate. Takes a lot. Also, takes a lot of giving up. Hey, I appreciate the compliment as more, but, I viewed it as this is the kind of game that could just be a fun exhibition. You know, just and at the moment it's looking that way. Phil saying big up Jed Spence. It's with a D at the beginning, but that's me getting panicky. Jed Spence, great signing for Everton if they do. I think the price that has been sort of thrown around is 40 odd million. So a 40, 45 million sort of range. Alex McDonald saying Tuchel needs to hire a sports psychologist. I'm not going to get into. Okay, I need to just not be so panicky on spelling. Tuchel needs to hire a sports psychologist and get the players playing with no fear at tournaments. Then we might do well. Yeah, but I think also some of that might be the mentality that he's sort of set up with. Because when he changed the tactics, we were at least playing. We just got the momentum, and then we let them have the ball entirely. I think it's 12% we had come the end of that game. In other news, Man United lost at home to Wrexham today. I mean, that is one of the rare times that a result involving Wrexham will be popular, because I know a lot of people don't like them. Apollo versus Drago was an exhibition. Indeed, but, you know, at least it's not Bosnia, at least it's not, you know, Switzerland. We don't want those, or Paraguay, any of those horrible nations who just shut up shop. None of that. I still haven't forgiven them for that 5-goal thriller that just took a red card. Safe possession, getting back to the game. Safe possession with England, sort of little intricate passes between Eze, Rice, and Gay at the moment. Switching the play out wides. And we're just at the back, trying to draw the French in, trying to see if we can create a little passing lane in the channels. Here we go. Tried to find Rashford. It was too much on it. It goes to Mignon. And the French now have the ball out at left back. All right. So in the middle here, a little bit of pressure from England, putting them under pressure. Phil saying in other news, Forest comfortably won their first friendly under Glasner. And we got to remember, squads aren't fully available. Well, I don't know if there's any Forest. Are there any Forest players still here? That's not a dig if they're not. I don't actually know when Spurs friendlies start. I haven't actually sort of looked at the preseason schedule. That's definitely onside. Here we go. Saka's in with it again. Cuts in. Left foot blocked. And we're getting ourselves a corner. I'd have to check, Phil. Normally, I'm not the most in on finding out when preseason friendlies are. But I would presume it's in a couple days. So Lacroix with a good block. Saka's looking back to his usual self. No limping here. It's going to be a tough day for Theo Hernandez. Phil's saying Saka's going to score tonight. Wouldn't be shocked at all. He's looked electric so far. Rice with the delivery from the corner. Headed on to, it's in! England 2! Konsa! Endre Konsa scored now. Wow. The French look shell-shocked. I mean, literally, if you're Harry Kane, if you're Bellingham, you want on this pitch right now. There is a golden boot still with a chance of you winning it. They're on 6 goals. I think Messi's on 8. If you get at least Bellingham, Kane, I don't know. I don't want to say like Kane's going to do much when he's on. But yeah, if we put Jude on, Jude has a chance. This is, I'm shocked. France's defense is absolutely awful. Yeah, they're getting torn apart. They are being put on notice. I mean, when you've got the dodgy defender from Liverpool, not even first choice right back for Chelsea, someone in the Saudi league, And who else is there? And I mean, a Palace defender. Talking of Palace, here we go. There's Bob Dude coming in who will love this Palace slander. Like, that's not what you traditionally view as a good defense. Here's Bob Dude though. So all well and good showing this side now, but where was it against Argentina? Great question. Here comes a chance over the top, but Dean Henderson gets there first. Yeah, it's no pressure. The moment was too big for them. It was definitely too big for Tuchel. Tuchel thought that he could do a repeat of the Champions League final, if we're being honest. Champions League final against City. What happened? You have them get a 1-0 lead from Werner running through and putting in Havertz. Werner did the distraction run. I think it was Kante that put in Havertz. But Havertz then runs through, scores, and they defend the rest of the game. So Tuchel thought he was doing a repeat of the lockdown UCL. I'm just watching your watch-along, pal, not watching the game. Respect for you taking on the role tonight. I know you're genuinely looking forward to it. Yeah, it's something I'm looking forward to. Here we go. Chance for is that Ivan Toney? Ivan Toney getting potentially fouled a few times there. At least some nudges in the back. We've got a chance here. He was offside. So now we've got a breakaway here for France. They're charging out of defense. Doué on the ball. Mbappe takes it sort of on the halfway line. Going to reset back inside to Doué. Doué looking for a switch to the play. Is going to find Ryan Cherky on the right-hand side. Overlap being offered. Declined. Goes to Gusto in the end. Played inside. Elise is going to recycle back to Cherky. He's going to put it to defense of Canate. Let's have a look. Tuchel still needs to go. He's not good enough. He's not going to go. Unless the FA sack him, he's staying currently. So I guess it's going to be how he does in the next set of friendlies. If we get some bad results in friendlies again, i.e. Japan, i.e. Senegal, then, yeah, the pressure might be on. Chance for France here on the edge of the box. Resetting to Elise. Tries to find out on the left-hand side. Mbappe does. Mbappe lines up a shot. Just wide. Agreed, Phil. Regardless if we win, this proves nothing. Tuchel cost us the World Cup. He did. He did indeed. I mean, our focus really from here is suddenly on the Euros in 2 years. This might be a statement where, we put down a statement, we beat France. I know it's not, the strongest France, but France nonetheless. So, water break happening currently. I don't have my water on standby, so I'm going to probably get that during a quick break at half time. Now, currently, France, don't look too bothered. No one does, let's be honest. This is just a fun sort of day out. Tuchel's trying to tamper with things, telling people little instructions. We don't want you doing that, Tuchel. We probably want to shut up shop. Unless this player's revolt, Jude doesn't rate him too much, that's for sure. They disagreed on how the quarterfinal went. Jude was happy with his 2 goals and how they performed. Tuchel was not. They're just showing replays of the goals here where Doué's punished. Yes, Tuchel is wearing an England shirt. Indeed, I've seen that. So Rice given way too much space. They were marooned. It's like watching Soccer Aid or the Charity Shield. You're not wrong at all. It has as much relevance as them. This just makes me more angry. And I'm sure it does the rest of you guys as well. That there was this performance in the team. Argentina were not good for large parts of that game. And if we turned up like this, Because if you look at even if you look what happened when Argentina took the lead, they did the opposite of what England did. England tried to shut up shop. Argentina pressed. They pressed heavy. They put us under pressure, so we didn't have all the time to deliver the ball that we needed to deliver. We needed that kind of a press, at least some kind of press. Yes. The more I think about this, the more angry I'm going to get thinking of how that went. But, you know, I mean, this is the best finish England have had at a World Cup since... Is this the best we've done since 66? I'm pretty certain. Not reached the final. We obviously came fourth in 2018. I believe this is our best performance at a World Cup since 66, if we win this. So, I mean, small little, yay, we did it. Woo. But obviously, the Euros is where it counts next. If we can get across the line and turn those 2 appearances in a final into a final win, then, you know, there's hope. But, you know, looking to the future, like how much of it is going to be, how many of these teams are going to get better? Our team is not really going to get better. You know, we're going to lose a couple of our class players. But certain parts of it, Bellingham will be better because he'll be in his prime. You know, you have a bunch of these players sort of coming into their prime. Saka might get sort of towards, if everything, we haven't given up after. We haven't given up after being 1-0 up, and we've constantly pushed. I think Argentina should have been removed from the World Cup for their political reviews, and we get automatic second. Spain get the trophy simples. That way we don't have to play Spain at least. Yeah. I mean, you know, that whole mess, like, because obviously FIFA are just not going to care about that. FIFA's shown how much they care for Argentina throughout this whole tournament, that they're not going to strip them of anything. They're not going to remove any of their players that held up the banner. I'm sure Lisandro Martinez is going to be demanded to be sold by Man United fans like Bushy, and not going to blame him. I know we're fully planning on selling Christian Romero at this point. With all the spending we've had and the amount of centre-backs we have at the club. But we've got to remember, Messi's realistically going to be gone by next World Cup, so that's going to put Argentina in deep trouble because they're going to have to rely on others. Mbappe, chance. Why did... Okay, Gay, great clearance off the line. Genuine question. Why didn't you punt it away? You've given him a corner. You could have kicked it. Offside's been given. Okay, never mind. But great defending here. Looking at it back, we got a ball played in by Desiree Doué. I don't think he was offside. If he is, it's by his knee. Very tight. Enough on it by Henderson. But yeah, genuine question mark, Gay. Great chest down. Why have you not punted that? Like that's baffling to me. As a defender, why you let it just trickle down and out for a corner when you could just clear it. Zaire Emery, loose ball back, you know, is on the back foot. Yeah, it just looked to me like he just slipped and then just watched it. And so, you know, we've seen, you know, we've conceded some chances from corners this tournament. Spence has gone down way too easily, in my opinion. Down the left-hand side, we've got Desiree Doué here, doing some step overs. Trying to drive. Little foul from Tony, not given. Saka's facing up Mbappe like his left-back days of the past. Malo Gusto does keep it in. Played back. Michael Elise being shepherded by Spence. Plays it away to Theo Hernandez on the left side. Doué lays it off to Elise, edge of the box. Looping ball in. Headed away by Mark Gahey. We're on the right-hand side of the box. Save possession with England. Jarrell Quansah gets a little bit of a press from Douay. Plays it back to Ezra Quansah, the goal scorer. 30 minutes gone, roughly. And, France have started to grow into this a little bit. We've not really looked too good this 10 minutes or so since the water break. Eze currently the ball with the left-hand side. Going to play it inside to Ivan Toney. Little back heel. And Eze's just gone down like he's been shot. Breakaway for France here. Jed Spence with Mbappe. Wrong side of him. Mbappe cutting inside. Dealt with by Declan Rice. Rice finds Rashford on the left. Malo Gusto gives away a throw-in. No, throw-in taken. Ball with Mark Gay. He's safe. No press. Loose ball, though, from Gay. Declan Rice saves the day. Eze laves it off. Rashford standing on it. Eze. We're just playing around the back at the moment. Quansah plays it inside to Rice. Mark Gay's pushing up a little bit. Loose ball. Intercepted by Rabiot, but it goes through to Saka, who resets back. France staying compact at the moment. No real press. I mean, when I think of those attackers, Elise, Cherky, Mbappe, I don't think of pressing particularly. Rashford plays it into Eze, who's getting shadowed by Zaire Emery. And we're just playing safe possession at the moment. We are starting to slow it down. It's starting to turn into a little bit of a ball fest now. We've got 2 early goals and England's just sort of going through the motions. Quansah getting pressed a little bit by Cherky here. Douay's now in the face of Quansah. Quansah's gone down. Foul given. I mean, Quansah and Konsa playing next to each other is going to be a mouthful. I can tell you that already. Desiree Douay helps up Quansah. Oh, it's a hand to the throat of Douay. If this is a more serious game, a lot of people would complain about that being a potential, like that should have been a card, because it's a straight shot to the neck like that. You'd think there should have been a booking of some kind. Nice little play from England here. Eze plays it in. It catches the heel of Spence. Although we still have Morgan Rogers pressing from the front. Saka shuffling over. The ball currently at the back here of Maxence Lacroix. Inside to Michael Elise picking up very deep. For someone so nonchalant, you don't expect him to drop so deep. Zaire Emery to Cherky. Overlap coming from Malo Gusto has been ignored again. I think he was the play, honestly. Here comes Morgan Rogers. All 117 million of him. Finds Marcus Rashford. Saka was open. Been ignored by Rashford. He's now nutmegged a man. Shoots from range. Saved by Mignon. Ivan Toney still pressing. We're currently focusing on Rashford, but we can't see the game. The flag's up. I'm guessing on Ivan Toney, but nutmeg on Zaire Emery by Rashford. Nutmeg, one touch, bang. Unfortunately, the keeper was already over there, so maybe the other corner would have been the better one to pick. That being said, it's still a great shot. Ryan Cherky on the ball. Rice gets the ball cleanly. Rogers trying to take it with him. There's Saka. Declan Rice. Do you know what? I'll say this. I know people have been saying about the solution to what we're going to do post Kane as our striker. Could the answer be Jude Bellingham playing false 9? We have so many, number 10s in, Foden. You got your Palmer, who sometimes likes to play. They're out on the right. You've got Bellingham himself, who likes to play 10. You got Rogers, Eze, Gibbs, White. You're going to have to find someone to play in the... Mbappe through, in the moment. Chance, saved by Henderson. Mbappe's had his chances. You can't say he's not been at the races yet. He just needs that final finish. Michael Elise going to take it short potential to Mbappe here. No, Saka's switched on for it. Yep, Mbappe receives the ball short from the corner. Elise going inside. You think Watkins could slot in there nicely? Oh, that's not comment. England on a breakaway here. Rodgers trying to find Saka on the left-hand side, I believe. No, Saka's on the left now suddenly. He's in. Saka loose touch, goes around the keeper. Keeper's still in his face. Needs to find a man. Keeper's nowhere. Rodgers missed it, and France are going to have a chance to break if they want it. There's 5 England players at the back. Only Mbappe up. We've got ball being taken by, I believe, Elise here. Mbappe down the right. Trying to run at 4 men. And sort of gets it. Rice with a tackle. And there's Jarrell Kwanzaa. Just all the calmness in the world. The problem is Watkins is like 30 already. So he'll be 32 for the Euros and 34 next World Cup. Like Watkins and Tony are quite old. So we need like a younger striker to develop, and soon. Okay, chance here. Ryan Cherky saved by Henderson. Breakaway here. France have committed fully up. Rashford's on his own. 1-on-1. Theo Hernandez coming in from the right side. Will Rashford? Oh, it's a good save, but it's gone to Saka. Saka's got a chance. Blocked again. Lacroix. Still Rashford in the box. The keeper's still committed. Saka! Goal! Saka, it's 3. It's 3. What the hell? What are they doing? What is happening? France? I don't know. I don't even have words for France right now. I do not have words for France. Hendo is England's best keeper. Honestly, I might agree. And Saka gets it finally. Didier, this might be the world record for the most goals scored in a third place playoff. One team's clearly taking it seriously. The other does not care. If you are Jude Bellingham, you're demanding to be on this pitch to try and get the World Cup Golden Boot. Like Mignon does well. Oh, it's offside. I think that should be offside, no? I don't know. VAR should look at that. It should be offside. I think Rashford's offside from the shot. Because the keeper's committed forward. If this is going to be a conspiracy, by the way, if this doesn't get disallowed, because the goalkeeper's committed, Rashford is offside. Just saying it. Just saying it. VAR should look at this. If they miss this, then they're idiots. But the fact that goal's been allowed to stand, it shouldn't. I'll say that now. Because the fact that they've not ignored that the keeper's off his line, Rashford's definitely offside. All right, here's Declan Rice. We've got the ball straight from their kickoff. VAR's screwed up. This should still be 2-0, but I'm not going to complain. I'm complaining a lot, but it's just about being factually right. Chance here, potentially for another corner. No, hooked away by Maxence Lacroix. Bore off VAR. The amount of bad decisions we've had against us, fuck it, we deserve it. Yes, true. I genuinely think that they've gone, well, no, there's only one man between the ball. There's, someone on the line, that they've forgot the keeper's not a thing. So, all right, England save possession again. Put them to the sword, lads. Embarrass them. Genuinely embarrass them. Rashford carrying it down the left-hand side. Demoralise the French. Rashford charging towards the box. Slow looped cross. Claimed easily. Rashford run past them all. I mean, they played so far. They played so high. Like, that's something that you think, like, it's the fact that he was just, I can't believe that he had that much space. They were playing like it was the 80th minute and they were down 2. Not the first half. Like, he had 10 yards inside his own half. France already looked like they've given up. Yeah, agreed. Henderson easily sees it out. And Mbappe's just doing a little header to himself once the ball's gone out. Oh, it turns out it wasn't. Turns out they did check it. Nope, I'll hold my hands up. I was wrong. There was an extended leg by one of the French. I genuinely thought it was off, and they went and forgot about the goalkeeper. All right, here comes Saka down the right-hand side, charging at Theo Hernandez, whips in a ball, goes just past the post. Mignon was way too confident in that. Mignon seeing that go by. Okay, it's a little bit further away than I thought it was. It's about a good couple of feet. Probably about 2-3 feet wide. And we're pressing high. Jed Spence gets caught with his man, but Malo Gusto's running at him. Declan Rice coming at him. And Kwanzaa calmly on the ball, just plays it up. Saka just pings the ball out wide. And here comes Rashford again. Malo Gusto trying to recover. Oh my God, Ivan Toney could have had a World Cup goal. England need to just absolutely embarrass the French. We want a 9-0 or something. I mean, maybe that's just being a bit hopeful, but Mark Gay facing up Mbappe now on the other side of the box. Driving out his man. No one's really there to support him. Little layoff to Doué. Cherki on the edge, loses the ball, and Eze just standing on it. Declan Rice, Rodgers. We're just doing little 1-2. We're just doing triangles around Ryan Cherki. Poor bloke. That's proper play. England are all over this. Yeah. This might be the worst half of football the French national team have had since 2010. And that was when they went out in the group stage. Cherki looks pissed off. I don't blame him. I don't blame him, Phil. He looks absolutely irate when they're just pissing about with him. They're treating him like some 6-year-old on the playground, just playing piggy in the middle with him. Ball over the top to Eze. Theo Hernandez getting driven at by Saka. Saka looks up, finds Morgan Rodgers on the edge of the box. One more over to Ivan Toney. Couldn't get the ball out of his feet quick enough, and he's going to play it out for a throw-in deep in French territory. Box him in, lads. Box him in. He ain't got a throw on him. Proper Brexit ball. Keep him trapped in. So Rice with a goal and assist in this game. But we've needed this Declan Rice this tournament. Sadly, he just hasn't been here. All right. France are going to have a throw-in on halfway after all those highlights. Malo Gusto the take. Elise on the ball. Cherki. There's little individual bits of play here. Zaire Emery. You know, the players for France are no mugs on paper. On paper, their weakest player is Malo Gusto. The rest of them are obviously and maybe Adrian Rabiot. Like, the rest of them are starters for decent sides. Malo Gusto puts the ball across to no one. Kwanzaa, there was a loaded box. He just managed to miss everyone. Morgan Rodgers driving. Missed tackle there from Doué. Saka on the ball. We're just going to play it safely back. Just before half-time here. Should expect a half-decent whack of added time. But we will see. Mark Gahey on the ball. Plays it into Rashford. Jed Spence stands on it. You got all the time in the world. The French don't want this. We got Morgan Rogers making runs from deep and getting ignored. He wanted to have the ball over the top. But Rashford's now in line with the defence, playing little 1-2s with Mark Gay. Declan Rice has joined the defence as well. Eze plays it back to Henderson. Henderson. Easy ball played out. Declan Rice. Straight to Morgan Rogers. Plays it off. Out to Quansah. Saka dribbles with the ball. Lays it off. Still inside the England half. Switching the play over to Eze. How many added time? How many minutes of added time? 9 minutes added time, I believe I just saw. France are in deep trouble. 9 minutes, I think I just saw. No, it's 4. That makes so much more sense. Oh, if that's 9. We got 4 minutes added time to play with. Spence has gone down. Free kick awarded. You have to resize that on here. That's fine. Just gonna make that a little bit smaller and hopefully that still looks good. Looks a little bit better. Okay, ball played through. Saka and another chance. It's 4. It's 4. Oh, je ne comprends pas du français. Oh, I don't understand the French. What's happened? That kid should be crying already. That kid they showed in the crowd, tears need to flow. This is nuts. This is insanity. I mean, can I just say, the fact that no one wanted to join me on this broadcast, this has been a hell of a game to watch. This has been great. You missed out on this, guys. Anna Burns coming in saying brilliant. I mean, the French are just fed up. The fact that I wouldn't hesitate to say this could be 9 or 10. We want 10. It's just nuts. Imagine we played this the entire tournament. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, you can clap now, Thomas. You should have played with this much bravery. You posted you come on last minute? Oh, I did not see that. Apologies. Oh, literally a minute beforehand. Oh, I did not. And if you want to join for the second half, I can absolutely get something sent out and sort of figure it out as we go along. You're more than welcome on, Phil. Another chance here. Go on, before half time. Here's Saka on the ball. Ivan Toney plays it a little bit too fast. Looped in. I think they're both offside, unfortunately. Sorry, I didn't realize the time. It's all right. It's fine. It's all good, Phil. It's all good. I mean, for me, this is always going to just be a fun game. But I didn't think it'd be this fun of 4-0. And the French being... I thought, it'd be like maybe a 2-2, a 3-3, a really entertaining, high-scoring game. And it's been that for one side. Saka on the ball, a minute before half-time. Morgan Rogers plays it into Ivan Toney. Should hit it first time, doesn't. We got a corner. And the French fans in the crowd, they don't look too upset. The players should do. The players should be offering refunds to the fans in the crowd, honestly. The French Association should be refunding these tickets. Because they've not paid to see this. The French are being embarrassed, absolutely. Not since the Battle of Trafalgar they've been this embarrassed. All right, Saka over this corner. One last chance before halftime. Ball whipped in. Mignon punches. Foul been given. Damn. Damn. Oh, I wanted the French to get embarrassed that little bit more. The player that actually gets it is his own player. And that is the halftime whistle. What a first half from England. Insanity. So I'm going to go for halftime, guys. I'll be back in a bit, but this is nuts. Oh, I did see I haven't changed the timer. All right, cool. We're ready for the second half to get underway shortly. During the break, we got a comment through from B. Woodcock saying, it looks like bronze is ours. It absolutely does. Le Bleu are not coming out currently. I do love what they're always saying. Oh, guys, if you are watching this, you do need a TV license, as if the person who doesn't have a TV license that's watching this, specifying I do have, or I don't, my family does, because I live at home still, have a TV license. But those who don't have a TV license, they don't have it out of principle. It's not like they're doing it going, mate, that they convinced us just by having the QR code there. That would convince us. Quad substitution. Theo Hernandez, Kanate, Cherky, and Doué all off. Barcola, Dembele, Digne, Upamecano all coming on. That is a substitute for each of the goals they conceded. Ollie Watkins coming on. Presumably for Ivan Toney. No, Rashford off. That's interesting. Two up top, changing our shape most likely. We're playing a 4-4-2 now? Eze off the left? We're getting ready to get back underway in this bronze final. All right, ready to get underway. 3, 2. Saka in sprinting position. We are underway for the second half. We got a prediction here from Phil saying Watkins scores 2 in second half. I mean, hopefully, because that just piles on the pain for these poor French fans. Henderson manages to find wide open Morgan Rogers here. Tony seems to be playing a little bit deeper. Watkins wanted the ball quick, but England's insisting on playing a little bit slower. Jed Spence playing very high. Dribbling at his man. Is Jed Spence going to take on Malo Gusto? He tries. Dembele there to assist. Collapses. Dembele collapses. Wins a simple free kick there. All right. Ball goes out. They played the ball deep. Easily went out. Dembele tried to be a bit too cocky there with the header. Should have taken the first touch. Mark Gay being pressed by Elise. Loose ball picked up by the French. Edge of the box from Mbappe. Shut down by Konsa. Rabiot gets it to, I believe, Zaire Emery. Zaire Emery loses the ball. Declan Rice plays a loose ball back to Gay, gets away with it. Rice now down the left-hand side. Just going to cut back, put it into Spence. Mark Gahey just stands on it. If they're not going to press, don't need to step up. Scoops it out to Spence. Press from Dembele now. Out to Mark Gay. The French have got us sort of pinned in. A couple players around Henderson who plays it long. Only goes as far as Malo Gusto on the round side. Ball straight in. Rice cuts it out. And here comes Tony. Plays it off to Ollie Watkins. Saka looks like he's wanting it in the middle. Ball won there by the French. Take away here. Upamecano drives. Here comes Elise. Plays it in. Mbappe. It's 4-1. That's relevant for the Golden Boot race. 4-1 now. I mean, it's quite the game. 9th of the tournament for Mbappe. And it was Watkins losing the ball. You know, it does beg the question, where's Upamecano in all this? Like, why was he not starting? Because he's changed that defense instantly. And now the French are interested. Can they smell blood? Are we going to start getting boring again? Was us changing shape a wrong move? Do we care that much? No, but it would be embarrassing to lose from 4-0 up. So, ball goes to Dembele. 1-2. Dembele on the edge of the box. Lays it off to Elise. Elise and Dembele. Back to Zaire Emery. Out to Malo Gusto. Elise carrying the ball. Looked like he's going to shoot from range. Goes past 2 or 3 players. Ball won there by Konsa. Rice has the chance to play in Watkins. He's deciding to be boring. Why aren't we playing it forwards? Morgan Rogers beats his man, plays it out to Kwanzaa, I should say. I think he got worried he was offside there, but Saka dribbling. Gets it into Watkins. Watkins shoots first time. Way wide. Way wide. Thank you to all of you watching currently, either on X or on YouTube, by the way. All 136 of you. Obviously, feel free to comment with your opinions on this game. Obviously, if you are here to slander Tuchel, fully here for it. Elise down the right-hand side currently. Good save by Henderson. I mean, it was more of a block from Rice that went onto Elise's foot than an actual shot. But that being said, you know, the French are looking interested this half. It just begs the question, what the hell was that first half from them? Eze lays it back. Tuchel's still a prick. Could not agree more. You know, we're starting to see the team switch off a little bit at the moment. Henderson's faked out Mbappe. Kicks it long. Saka's got Digne all over him. Okay, looping ball. Konsa deals with it from first time from Mbappe, but it's hit by Rabiot. Smashed wide. You know, this opening 5 minutes. This opening 5 minutes has been concerning. It feels like we've already got this one, and we're being punished. So Mbappe's on 9, Messi's on 8, Haaland on 7, and then Bellingham and Kane on 6 goals. Spence with the ball, plays it into Watkins, goes a little bit deeper than Eze. Loose play by who was that? Was that Saka? Konsa, though, got the better of Elise here, who's all over him, trying to grab him. Morgan Rogers gets to Eze. Laid back by Rice. Spence looking to advance. Dembele trying to chase. Ball played in behind to Watkins. Upamecano keeps pace with him. Throw-in given to England, although I don't think it was. Upamecano's beside himself. Jed Spence with the throw-in. Back to Eze. About 40 yards out. Recycles it to Rice. I'm just playing little 1-2s. French looking uninterested. Ivan Toney comes deep for it. On the ball. Tries to play the ball into Watkins. Loses out to Rabiot. Ball bouncing around. Zaire Emery trying to dribble through. Elise plays it back to Malo Gusto. And Lacroix taking out from the back now. Plays it to Digne down the left-hand side. We approach halfway line. Digne stops on it. Inside to Mbappe, who's dropped deep. A lot of space for Ousmane Dembele here on the right-hand side. Spence should come out to him, and does. Ball played in, dealt with by Marc Guéhi. Eze dribbling, takes on his man, takes on another. He's on his own. It's just Lacroix with him. Shooting from 40-odd yards. It's miles wide. I mean, he had no real better choice available to him. Lacroix was going to catch him. He had a man on his shoulder. I don't blame him for taking that shot. It was a nice individual bit of dribbling. It's nice to be on the correct side of that dribbling for a change. Mbappe plays the ball in. Here comes Barcola. He's in one-on-one. Chance. It's 4-2. Silly, silly play. Mbappe creates the goal this time. I mean, I told you this is going to be a silly game. 4-2 and 8 minutes into the second half. France are well up for this. We need to switch on them fast. I mean, Kwanzaa loses his man in behind. Guéhi doesn't get across quick enough, unfortunately. Anne Burns saying, get Kane and Bellingham on. I'll agree with one of them. I don't think Kane should come on. Bellingham, yes. I'll agree with Bellingham, won't agree with Kane at this point. 4-2, and the French have all the momentum. Phil seems to agree with me for once. Because if you know KB Terrace talk, me and Phil agreeing, it doesn't happen too often. All right, ball picked up here by England. Rice into Eze. Watkins. Rogers with the ball. Hackle from behind there. Barcola gives away a free kick. It's all right, Anne. We're just saying it's personal opinions. If you think Kane should be on this pitch, you're entitled to that opinion. I'm not saying you're wrong. I just personally disagree. That's true, kid. This time we agree. It's true. It's true. Two-man wall. Rice a bit too far out for him to have a go himself. Surely he's not. It's not like he's David Beckham, and it's not like it's the right side for him to curl it in. You know, your man like Ivan Toney or your Marc Guéhi are going to be all over this. No, too close to the keeper. Way too close to the keeper. And breakaway happening for France. Mbappe on the ball. Plays it to Dembele, who I think just got back on side. We're in trouble. Here comes Rice, trying to save the day. Straight at Henderson. Good save. Still with the ball. Elise! Blocked again by Rice. Rice has been our MVP in this game. He has been man of the match. He's got the goal. He's got the assist. Dembele might be offside by a leg there. If not, Spence played him on. We'll have to have a look at the offside lines and stuff like that. But Rice does enough, gets there, and then Rice with the block afterwards. Like, I don't blame Declan Rice for throwing his hands up saying, what the hell, guys? you do not expect that kind of... that he's having to do so much. I mean, no wonder Arsenal paid so much money for him. All right, here comes Adrian Rabiot. Ball lost out there from Bradley Barcola. Saka getting absolutely ripped apart here. Barcola should be getting booked for accumulation, but he's not so far. England probably need to just settle in here. We need to ride this storm because so far it's been insane. Oh, Mbappe scored into an empty net. There was claims that the free kick was taken. All right, free kick is actually now taken. Konsa. Out to Gay, out to Spence. Spence on his own, driving through. Tony coming in for support. Back post, maybe Saka's available. We get a corner. Upamecano's been very big for the French since he's come into this game. You know, I know people have criticised Konate for Liverpool for quite a while, but this is quite the justification for him not being a good defender. He's gone off and you can see the difference. You can feel the difference. Upamecano's the reason that he got the first goal. He's the one that won the ball from Watkins. So it's been quite the difference maker. Any Liverpool fans watching, tell me whether you still have confidence in Konate at this point. Here we go. Free kick or corner, taken. Chance. Saved by Mignon. We're claiming for a penalty, I believe, as well in there. But Ivan Toney, I think, rose the highest. Had a chance. Eze dribbling down the right-hand side. Keeps it alive for England. And goal kick given here. Let's have a look at this. Oh, Ollie Watkins, you just need to touch that in some way. Still 4-2. Been a hell of a game. To use all the adages and you know, there's a word for it. Like, it's not gimmicks, but to use the adage in a game of two halves. I can't remember what the phrase is. There's something you describe that as like a predictable phrase or something. I can't remember what it is. But yeah, to use the adage, it's been a game of two halves, this. England were absolutely incredible the first half. France weren't here. Now, England not looking anywhere near as good. Mbappe driving at Quansah. And now Konsa has the ball. Declan Rice dribbles past his man Zaire Emery. Plays it to Ollie Watkins down this. Oh, sorry, not Ollie Watkins. That's Morgan Rogers. Ollie Watkins is on the left. So here comes Elise. Elise driving. Hits it wide. So 60 minutes into this match. And it's been very entertaining. One hell of a game. I'll agree, Phil. I'll agree. We keep giving it away sloppily. Here comes Gay from the goal kick. Ivan Toney plays it to Spence. Spence ahead of Dembele, needs to start driving. He's going to try and make Malo Gusto interested in this. Goes to Rogers, plays it across. Saka still onside. Receives the ball. Plays the way he's facing, drops it back to Eze, who seems to be taking the centre mid role at this point. There comes Rice. Back to Eze. Little 1-2s. Now getting Gay involved. Carries it a little bit. Eze. Back to Gay. Declan Rice. Ivan Toney's dropped deep to try and receive the ball, but instead it's gone out wide on the left to Spence. Eze Gay. We're just now to Rice, playing quite sort of slow at the back, just trying to tease the French into pressing a little bit too much. Someone's out of position. Here comes Rice carrying the ball. Looking to have a go again. No, he plays it off to Watkins. Watkins cuts back into Eze. Ball over the top. Ivan Toney, half chance. It's been snuffed out there by the French defender. I think that was Maxence Lacroix. I'll say it. Ollie Watkins has done nothing since he's come on. Ollie Watkins coming on has been a mistake. Ivan Toney with a touch of rhino. Ollie Watkins, for me, he's playing out on the left, and he's not a left winger. We took off a winger and brought on a striker. Jed Spence on the ball. Manages to get past Mbappe and I think Elise and Dembele. Finds Watkins on the left as I'm criticising him. Watkins slowing the pace down. Has a step over. Goes past Malo Gusto. Plays the ball in. Toney stops on the edge. It's gone to Eze. Eze being faced up by Rabiot. Takes a shot. Deflects into the middle of the box. Digne heads clear. Declan Rice on the edge. Finds Ollie Watkins, who doesn't control it properly. Malo Gusto. Ball whipped in. Digne heads away again. Zaire Emery. Trying to carry the ball forwards. Lays it off to Elise. Now Barcola's on the ball. Lays it back to Digne. Recycling. Elise picks it up. Still in the French half. They're approaching the halfway line. Ball played into Zaire Emery. Barcola's free on the left. Zaire Emery finds him. Kwanzaa should come out to him. Sort of does. Not quite there. There's a little bit of free space for Mbappe. Played over to Dembele. Spence gets to there. Henderson saves. We get away with one there. Henderson needs to get rid of this. The ref's counting. You need to get rid of it. Ball played. Oh, Gay's let that go behind him. He's got away with one. Goes to Henderson. Tries to chip it out to Spence. Overhits it. Throw in to the French. 4 minutes roughly until the water break that England desperately need at the moment. So I personally think, Eze's not been incredible in this game. Bring on Bellingham for Eze. Saka needs to get out to Barcola here. Sort of just letting him pick his spot. Lays it off. Zaire Emery. Over to Upamecano. Driving with it. Upamecano shooting from range. Saved. Pushed out. Barcola recycling it. Gets it to Digne on his left foot. Thinks about hitting it. Lays it off. Plenty of space. Zaire Emery. Lays it off again. Rice coming out. Does not quite get there. Elise. Spence needs to get out to Malo Gusto. Inside is Dembele. They're all queuing up on the edge of the box. Malo Gusto plays it off. Here comes Elise. Dembele picks it up. Malo Gusto the overlap. Spence gets in a war with him. Loses out on the battle. Ball's loose in the box. It goes to Mbappe on the edge. And now here comes Morgan Rogers. Lays it off. Kwanzaa clears it. Over the top. We have, I believe, Ollie Watkins chasing this down. Wins it. But only as far as it's been dealt with, unfortunately. Lacroix dealt with it well. Dembele picking up the ball on the right-hand side here. 65th minute. Eze being lazy. Doesn't go out to him. Ball's loose. Mbappe into the box. It's 4-3. Some lazy defending there. Lazy defending. I mean, it's been a hell of a game, but disappointing from England. Mbappe holds the record for the most goals in World Cup history now. He's got 10 goals this tournament. And I believe he's on 21. I could be wrong. It could be more all time. I mean, this has been all gas, no brakes, to coin a phrase. you know, we're asking to lose this game. Haven't seen a shot of Tuchel in a while. Can we get a shot of Tuchel at the moment? A ball over the top to Mbappe again. Chance. Henderson on the floor. Going to watch that go out. Mbappe should have had it. It should have been level. Bob, do getting my reference there. Okay, Jacob Fatu. He gets it. The water break comes a minute early, and my God, do England need it. Tuchel, you have a lot to answer for here. 4-0 up, and you're trying to screw it up. There's Dictator Mbappe being shown on screen. As if they show a Dictator Mbappe meme on stream, on coverage. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we look like we are. We look like we are, Bob, dude. It's 4-0 up, and suddenly we're collapsing. We have 3 subs remaining. I mean, hell of a game. I'll say it. Even it's a meaningless game, but it's been a hell of a game. 7 goals in under 70 minutes. We still have plenty of time. Yeah. 4-0 at a World Cup, you would think you'd be able to see that out. But I don't see. I think this goes 5-4 before it goes anything else. I think France could win this 5-4 at this rate. Do you know what? I'm going to make my call now. I'm going to even go more. I'm going to say 6-4 to France. I'm calling it. I can just picture it. Stupid things are going to happen. Let's have a look. What's happening? Anburn saying Declan has to come off, potentially. Do you reckon for Bellingham, or do you think that should be Bellingham on for Eze and also then bring on Anderson maybe for Rice? Phil reckons that Bellingham's going to score 3 if he comes on. Let's see what Tuchel's done. Bellingham's still got a bib on. Are we not making any changes? I can't believe we're going unchanged. Like, what the hell? All right, ball played back into play. Flicked on by Ivan Toney. Watkins loses out. Kwanzaa gets the ball. 1-2 with Morgan Rogers. Wins a free kick near the halfway line. I can't believe Tuchel at the moment. Clearly the momentum's gone from this game. You need to tinker with this team. I don't know what's wrong with that man, Anne. I do not know. Declan Rice, 1-2s with Mark Gay. Takes it past Elise. Still being pressured by him. He needs to release this ball. Foul given. We get away with another one. We're trying to just shit house our way out of this. Don't think it's the best idea, but hey, Tuchel's going to do what he wants. Ball over to Eze from the quick free kick. Out to Spence. Plays it to the feet of Watkins. We got an overlap attempt. Watkins resets to Eze. Back to Declan Rice in the middle. Eze to Gay. We're inviting the pressure on. Elise's suddenly perked up again. Henderson on the edge of the box. Ball played low to the feet of... Oh, that's a twat. Yeah, I'm not going to read that out, Phil. You're entitled to your opinion on that. I won't acknowledge it for obvious reasons. But yeah, you're entitled to your opinion on that. We have a free kick. Upamecano absolutely laid out Ivan Toney. Spence on the left side. Plays it back to Gahey. Across to Quansah. And a Quansah to Quansah. It's not happened enough for me to have to get tongue-tied yet. But Declan Rice gets the ball. Lays it off to Morgan Rogers on the right-hand side, I should say. Who then switches the play over to Jed Spence. Has to head it from deep. Watkins, a little bit physical there with Malagusto. But Gusto gets the lead here and gets ahead. Plays the ball in. Having a little 1-2. Zaire Emery with Elise currently. Zaire Emery standing on it. England not really pressing anymore. A little bit of pressing intent there from Rogers. But Tony's just walking around like he's Harry Kane. Ball played through the midfield. Spence committed. And that's a bad move. Gusto on the ball. Tries to play it across. Barcola just wide. Ooh. Oh, it's Elise, sorry, not Barcola. Barcola's on the left wing. Phil making it known what his substitution would be. Rice off for Anderson. Toney for Bellingham. Eze for Gordon. All right, Henderson plays it to Gay from the goal kick. Gay carrying the ball. Chips it long. Saka's the man up there, though, instead of Ivan Toney. France got the ball back. We got a little bit of press. Ivan Toney trying to press them from the front. Watkins dropping in. Spencer stepped up. Ball in behind. Elise slips over, which gives us a little bit of time to recover. France, that was penned in. We have Mbappe coming deep. Plays it to Digne. Quansah gets out to him. He plays it inside to Mbappe. Back in. Ball across attempt by there from Digne. Still on the ball. Inside pass. Mbappe takes on his man. Saka tries to get a pass in. Mbappe's hit the floor. Foul given against the French here. Separate. Mbappe's going to want this to be looked at for a penalty. Mbappe, that's never a foul. Mbappe's grabbing Rogers, slips and goes down on his own accord. France are passing around so nonchalantly. I mean, Elise is the most nonchalant player in the world. But they are just passing around easily. Saka's down injured. Can I just say, when this World Cup ends, that's going to be such a shame. He's going to be walking with a limp again. And I personally, you hate to see it. As an England fan, you hate to see it. Jude Bellingham has got the vest off, got the shirt off. He's getting ready to come on. 15 minutes to go, and Bellingham is ready. Ball into Rogers, a bit too much, but he's trying to make the best of it. Had two men on him. Elise carrying the ball. All the momentum's gone from this game. Ball over the top to Elise. Dealt with by Gahey. Digne plays the quick throw in to stop anything from happening earlier. There goes Mbappe, plays it into Barcola. Barcola opens it up. Ball received on the edge of the box by Mbappe. Flings it over to the back post. Dembele resets to Gusto. There's Dembele. Gusto goes down under nothing. But it turns out that nothing's enough for what we call a free kick these days. So Gusto wins a free kick in a good location. We're up to 200 viewers now. Thank you guys for hopping in. Do appreciate it, as this game is starting to really heat up. 4-3. Bellingham to come on shortly. Dembele and Elise over this corner. Elliot Anderson's also warming up. Only Dembele over this free kick now. Elise walking into the wall. Ball's cleared by Eze. Gusto's going to recover it. Dembele's out wide. Should be the obvious pass. It's not taken. Zaire Emery going to switch it to the other side. Rabiot with the ball. We got Barcola on the left-hand side going at Jarell Quansah. Digne in behind. Ball played to Mbappe. That's not Mbappe. That's not good. Barcola, ball lost out there. Morgan Rogers on a break. Digne trying to take him down. He has to go down. Former teammate, obviously, at this point. Both of them moved to better places. England get a very useful free kick that's going to buy us some time. Anne Burns also agreeing. Bellingham on, thank God. Number 22 coming off, which is Ivan Toney. And I believe I saw number 21, which is Eze, coming off. So Bellingham for Eze, Anderson for Toney. I mean, probably the other way around, but we will see how it works. We have one sub remaining if needed. All right, Declan Rice plays it out. Bellingham on the ball, instantly loses it to Digne. Elise getting pressured. Zaire Emery also getting pressured by Anderson. Spence is out to Dembele. Rogers barking orders to Spence to track the overlap. Spence brings it down. Watkins, and here's Bellingham dribbling. Plays the ball long. Watkins in a 2-1-2 really here. Watkins trying to take on Maxence Lacroix. Lays it off. Here comes Bellingham. Bellingham bursts into the box. Should shoot. Needs to shoot. Just something. Rogers. Blocked again. Bellingham should have shot about 2 touches earlier, but he's instantly made a difference. That's our first chance in probably 20 minutes. But here we go. Down the left-hand side comes Barcola. Enters the box. Cuts back in. Mbappe there to assist him if he plays it back. He does. Mbappe just on the edge, just inside the box. Takes on Elliot Anderson. Rounds a man. Elise to Dembele. It's just wide. My God. That should be a goal. That was intricate. That was so intricate. How are teams able to do that many 1-2s in the box? Elise to Dembele, straight back to Elise, and he puts it wide. I mean, it's end-to-end stuff, and you love to see it, but he should be finishing that, Michael Elise. We have 10 minutes plus added time. And honestly, as much as an England fan, you want to win this game, I would not be upset if this goes to extra time, because this has just been a hell of a game. We don't give a damn about the result of this game. The refs cramped up. The refs cramped up. Oh. The refs taking on some electrolytes and having a leg rub. I mean, they're running around like a twat all game. Oh, Kwanzaa's down injured. You had 2 games off, mate, for your red cards. Oh, turns out Phil's on first name terms with him. Jarrell down. Oh, he's got a stretcher. Nope, he's ignored the stretcher. Get Dan Burn on, says Phil. Phil wants to see this game out. We're getting Reece James on. So no Dan Burn unless this goes to extra time. Yeah, it turns out Phil is boys with he's boys with Jarrell Kwanzaa. Oh, it turns out we have another sub available, but I think we've run out of sub windows, maybe? No, we have still one sub window because he used it at halftime. So we still can bring Dan Burn on, turns out. The French centre-backs win it ahead of Watkins. Elliot Anderson pressing very high here, forcing Elise back. Mike Mignon just standing on it. 8 minutes to go, as Anburn points out. Plus the added time. We will see. Maybe this turns into an absolute cricket score of a game. It already has, but see if this goes to extra time and it gets worse. Barcola. Inside. Mbappe beats it part. An easy save there for Henderson. About to say he broke past his man, shot from 30 yards, was weak and straight at the keeper. So Henderson, it will take them all day over one-on-ones. Spence down the left-hand side now. Genuine question. What's worse, losing to Argentina how we did after being 1-0 up, or this game being 4-0 up? No one cares about this game, really. It's been a fun game that we sort of all enjoyed. Even if we lose this now, I don't really care. It's been a fun game. The manner we lost that game against Argentina absolutely is 100 times worse. You know, if this match meant something and we lost this, if we lost this from 4-0 up in the final or in the semi-final or something like that, then yeah, absolutely this would be worse. But because this is more an exhibition, that's a penalty. Jed Spence wins a penalty down the left-hand side. Penalty, Peno, yep. This one's not getting overturned from Jed Spence. That's another 5 million on the fund. That should be another 5 million on the transfer to Everton. Oh, they're going to say that you went down too early like they did in the other game. You would think Jude's going to take it. Who's stepping up? Jude Bellingham's got the ball. Saka's behind him. Harry Kane's fuming that he's not on the pitch. He'd be all over this. Mike Mignon trying to get in his face. Ignoring the referee's instructions of getting on the line. Trying to make himself big. Trying to make himself... I mean, as a goalkeeper, you got to do everything you can to try and psychologically get in your opponent's head. So, and Saka's going to step up. Bellingham's been the plant the whole time. Saka steps up. Has a good penalty record. Only missed one of the last 5. Hits it either side as well. This is a hat-trick boy as well. So if he gets this, it's a hat-trick in a third-place match, which, fair play to him. Mignon should be booked by now. You have to be on your line at this stage. You know, I'm all for the stuff of making yourself big and trying to psychologically affect someone as a keeper. But you absolutely... I think it should be a longer run-up, personally. I like an extra couple steps on this. Short run-up's not for me. But let's see. Short run-up. A lot of stutters. Hits it, bottom corner, hat-trick. There we go, 5-3. It's in. So I made sure to not look at the comments at that point. I've been making sure have it separate, have the goal screen ready, just in case. Try and keep it as much of a raw emotion as possible. 5-3, 87th minute. As much as this, quote, should. As much as this should be over, we never know. The French have been all over it, so. Oh, what? You're only on first name terms with Jarrell, though. You're not friends with Bakayo? It's just Saka there at the moment. You're still working out the differences, Phil. You're not quite a Bakayo yet. And he still calls you Mr. Test Rigs. Is that the situation, Phil? It's all right. There's still time for you to become friends and sort of get on first name terms like you are with Jarrell. But Bellingham recycles the ball. We've won the ball easily. This is what we want to see. Elliot Anderson plays it into Bellingham. You're not going to tell you the nickname for Saka. I mean, an Arsenal fans call him Starboy. I hope you don't call him that. All right, Rice standing on the ball. I think we might have stifled the French here finally. Spence, an underrated player for England this tournament. Bellingham, obviously, player of the tournament for us, but Spence has definitely been up there. A lot of people were giving him flack after that first game he played, but since then he's shown some quality that a lot of people didn't think he had. 89th minute. We're approaching the 90 real soon here. No press from the French. I reckon there'll be a good amount of added time, probably 8+ minutes, because there have been 4 goals this half as well, and they like to give more in the second half than they do the first. A lot of stoppages as well. Spence wins the ball with help of Bellingham. Tries to put in Ollie Watkins, not quite. Gets caught up under Lacroix's foot. Now Elise plays it to Digne. Lacroix being pressed here, gets away with it, but the man's still there. Elise plays it off to Upamecano. Out to Malo Gusto, the man who gave away the penalty. Elliot Anderson's in the face of Dembele, who's on the ball. Little 1-2. Rodgers in behind, trying to cover for Spence at the moment. Dembele on the ball. Plays it to Elise. Little pass. Tries to get it to Mbappe. Misses the pass. Loose ball. Not good contact there. Triple B. We got a shot from Barcola deflected wide. We got a corner. So I'm seeing Henderson say it came off Mbappe. So if they don't take it quick enough, VAR could overturn this if that's true. Although the substitution happened, we got +7. Malo Gusto justifiably being subbed off. Jules Koundé coming on. I believe they've discovered that it's actually a goal kick. No, it was the offside. Mbappe didn't get back quick enough. Oh, boy. England switched on. All right, Henderson organising where he's going to play this. Saka with the ball. Been absolutely laid out there. I think that's a foul personally. England's bench are absolutely appealing for something, but here comes Koundé. Plays it into Dembele. Spence is out to him, but he's got support from Rodgers as well. Inside ball. Rice does enough. Rogers breaking away. Bellingham wins the foul. We're going to waste some more time. We've got 5 minutes to go in this match. Trevor Chalobah's about to make his appearance. My goodness. Trevor Chalobah, the last man called up after an injury at right back. On comes Trevor Chalobah for Mark Gahey. Going to get himself 5 minutes of play. Tino Livramento went home. Chalobah arrived, and we've given him his charity match. I was thinking it was funny we didn't start him. You know, that would have been a nice gesture. But he gets his minutes. He gets his, I think, second ever England appearance. Lacroix turns on the ball now. Plays it to Rabiot. Rabiot plays it in. Elise carrying it. Goes to Dembele. Spence has been left lacking. It's been cleared by Chalobah. Only as far as Dembele. Dembele gets the ball because it's onside because of Spence on the floor. Elise intercepted. Spence on the ball being pressured by Dembele. Cleared by Spence upfield. Dealt with by Upamecano. Koundé. That was a weird way of saying it. Jules Koundé gets the ball. It's now gone to Zaire Emery. Mbappe picks it up deep. Trying to carry it past a few men. Should spot out wide. Jules Koundé. Needs to put it across. Doesn't. Spence wins that battle. Clears it. Anywhere will do for England right now. They don't really care. Jules Koundé. Spence is down, playing people onside. England made their last sub now with that little speculative thing for Spence is down, holding his chest. The medics are really keen to bring that stretcher out, I've noticed. That's the second time they brought it out. Cherky's just sitting there still looking upset. Oh, Jed's been hanging out with you as well. You got a thing for right backs, I'm noticing. Elise on the ball. Plays it to Mbappe, who's dropped deep. Space in behind if he can find Koundé. And he doesn't. Elliot Anderson with the ball. Gets in the way. Plays it to Rice. Rogers tries to beat his man in Koundé. Does. Still going. Us Bellingham, never mind. Bellingham driving. Tries to get out to Watkins. Doesn't. But here comes now actually Morgan Rogers. And plays it to Declan Rice. Upamecano picks up the ball though. Driving with this. Ball in behind. Dembele's free. Dembele taking on Trevor Chalobah, who falls over. Goal! That's why you don't bring Trevor Chalobah on. 5-4. What a game. There's going to be out of time because of Spence going down as well. Don't be shocked this gets played into 98 or 99 minutes. Trevor Chalobah gets sat down. Yeah, Trevor, this is why you should not have been invited on that plane. Your little charity case situations absolutely ruined it. So, wow. Remember I said this would be a fun game to watch, guys, that this would be a great watch. Reece James on the ball currently. Saka takes the ball to feet, lays it back to Elliot Anderson. England just want this to end. Declan Rice getting pressed. It goes back again. Ezra Konsa. Spence is back on the field, playing quite high up to not play people one side. Konsa absorbs a lot of pressure. Ball goes out to Reece James. France are absolutely running feral. England just need to keep this ball. Ball goes out to Declan Rice, who falls over. Ref's not given a free kick. There's a block there off the ball from Barcola. Reece James does enough. This needs to get cleared. That's going to be given away if it's a corner. It is cleared. Ollie Watkins gets manhandled. And there goes Bellingham. Here goes Bellingham in a one-on-one foot race with Maxence Lacroix. Opens it up. Should hit it. Will he hit it? Yes, he will. It's 6. I went 6-4 the wrong way. England have made it 6-4. Bellingham makes absolute spares and blushes here. What a game. What a game. And Deschamps is despondent. I mean, that's why Bellingham's on the pitch. All-time top scorer at an individual tournament. 7 goals this tournament for Jude Bellingham. Cuts in. He's reluctant to shoot first time. He does love to get it as close as possible. Takes as many touches as he needs. Nutmeg Super Meccano in the process as well. Lacroix's got all the pace in the world, but it did not help him out at all. "6-4, it's full time. England survive." Tuchel finally made the right call to bring Bellingham on when it was looking like it was too late. Everyone's having a laugh, smiles all round, even from the French. They don't care that they lost this game. They do not care that they lost. It's smiles all round. But it's thank God this wasn't something boring and two teams actually caring about this result. The fact that they played so openly without a care made this so entertaining to do. I appreciate it, Phil. Thank you for the kind words. But what a game. That's why you have a third place game. This is a fun, sod it, let your reserves have a go. Let's have some extra goals from some of the leading scorers at the tournament. The defenses, I mean, the defenses don't care. But what a game. Third place, the best result since 66. I'll stop the timer now because that's still ticking up. What a game. I'm not going to say goal of the game of the tournament. It's up there for it, but I still rate the Cape Verde-Argentina game more. But thank God that this game is here. In case tomorrow's an absolute bore fest of Argentina trying to shut up shop and Spain trying to be creative and actually play football. Thank God we had this as at least a good send-off of the tournament. So I appreciate everyone that's taken time out of their day to watch this third place game. I appreciate everyone who's commented. And be sure to check out kbterracetalk. I believe that we are doing the final. I believe I've heard rumours Birchie might be looking at doing the final. I could be wrong. Might have read that wrong. But I would expect there to be coverage tomorrow. So, what a game. What a tournament. And just one more game to go. Viva la Spain. Viva España. And I appreciate you guys. And we will see you. I probably won't be on tomorrow's one. So I will say you will not see me, unfortunately, until another Premier League broadcast. Which, you know, I will see you then. I appreciate you guys. I'll be in the comments joining you. And what a tournament it's been.